like Orioles who just laid each other out. Final 10 seconds of the warm-up. It's going to be the Lady Rough Riders versus St. Jude Knights out of Chicago. The Lady Rough Riders, they'll be in their home jerseys in white. St. Jude will be in their greens.
Let's ride. Let's ride.
Okay. One more time, Broncos country, let's ride.
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
There's the whistles for the Rough Riders to come out. Olive's going to be in the net for us this game. Looks like Jesse's coming out on center, Josie and Paige for the wings, and Harper on D. Good face-off win by Jesse. Gets back to Harper O. Harper O puts it back behind the net. Josie picks it up on this inside wall. She gets it, just gets a turnover there. The Knights pick it up. Harper S is pinning one of the girls up. Gets out and about. One of the Knights gets it back to their D. The D takes a shot. We clog up the shooting lane. Jesse's over in that corner. We do a centering pass. They put it right to Harper S. Harper S puts it across the ice. Gets up to Paige. Turnover there right at the center red line. Jesse pushes it in. Gets into their zone. We're chasing it down on this inside wall. Paige goes down as one of the Knights gets in. Does a centering pass. It's right in front of Olive. Harper O pushes off to the side. Ori gets to it. Back with Jesse. Back to Ori. Ori gets up and out. We're changing out players here as Ori's got all 5 players on her there. Puck's down here right below us. The Knight put it in deep into the corner. Harper S got to it first, but she's got 2 players on her. Lemon's down there helping her out. Battling back behind the net. Gets up to Ads. Ads up to Ori. Ori's racing it down. She's in the zone. She's taking a shot. Oh, right off. And Ads had the rebound. It bounced off the goalie twice. They're chasing it all the way down. They've got one skater that's super fast. She's put it down through all of our players. She picked up her own rebound. Gets up to Georgia. Georgia gets up and out. Ori's putting pressure on the girl on the back. She does across the ice pass. Knight to Knight on D. That Knight puts it all the way down deep into the corner edge. Maddie Bench got to it first. Puts it over in that far wall. Lemon picks it up. Puck gets clipped off her stick. Georgia picks it, gets it up to Lemon. Another turnover right there on the inside of our blue line. George is battling out on one of the players. Now 2, they are able to get it back behind our goal line. Maddie Benish puts it all the way down the outside wall. Maeve almost got to it. Colley gets in there. Colley got in, but another turnover there right on the inside of our blue line. We have Georgia taking across the red line. She takes a shot up and over the net, but that was 100% effort. That was great. Knights are taking it all the way back across. We have Andrea and Harper O. All 3 forwards on Knights are down there in our zone. Centering pass, Olive covered it up. One of the Knights took a swat at Olive after she covered it up, and Georgia and Harper O were reminding that girl to go away. We're down to 12:06 in this first period. Face off in our zone, Jesse, Josie, and Paige, it looks like. Andrea and Harper O on D. Knights win the face off. Shot on goal. Oh, Andrea just gets in there, do a great block on the shooter that had an open net. She went down off her skates, but that was fantastic save by Andrea. It's over to Paige on that far top circle. Puck gets turned over there. Jesse picked it up. All of this without her stick. It's flying around up in there. The Knights do a backhanded chipping shot like they're getting out of the sand pit on a golf course. It goes about 30 feet into the air, into the net. Ref reseats the pegs on the net, and we'll have a face-off on that far side at 11:36. Paige and Josie are off. Lemon's in, Jesse's off. Harper and Harper on D. Looks like Ads and Lemon and Benish. So Harper O's on the front up there. Shot on goal off Olive's leg pads. Harper S down here in this corner. Can't quite see it. Centering pass. Olive bats it away, gets back into Harper's hands. She's skating it out. She's got him on her back. She's all the way into the zone. She picked up the own trash. Shot on goal. Ripping shot, and it goes high and off, all the way back out. Maddie Bench picks it up at our blue line. Lemon goes down. She lost the edge as she was skating backwards. Maddie Benish picks it up from Lemon. Ads gets back checked. One of the Knights picks it up. Maddie Benish gets in the way. Harper and Harper are on the two players over here. Harper S pins one of the girls. One of them picks it up, takes it behind her net. Centers the pass. She does a shot on Olive, and it was a bad shot. We're all the way down to 10:30 on this as the puck almost made it out. Harper S picked it up as they took a shot. She's taking it out of the zone. She passes across the ice, but one of the other Knights picked it up on their D, brought it into the zone. Benish picks it up on this inside corner, wraps it around the outside. Looks like we have Grayson, and Grayson's out here now for Lemon. Grayson's battling out, backed up by Benish, gets out to Harper S. Harper S just wraps it, bounces it off the wall. It's going to be an icing call, but we need fresh skaters. So that was a good plan. Well, that was a hot first quarter of the first period. Well, the face-off in that far circle. Looks like we have Collie, Grayson, and Maeve, with Andrea and Georgia on D. Good win by Grayson. She puts it forward, gets back to the D. Centering passes. Andrea got caught up with one of the Knights. Shot on goal again. Olive bats it away. Grayson and Andrea were down there back behind our goal line. Ooh. Maeve got knocked off her skates. Grayson's bringing it out. She's out. She's dangling. Everyone's swatting and slashing at her. She brings it into the zone. She's at the top of the circle when the Knights picked it up again. Andrea, nice poke check by Andrea. Gets backed up by, looks like that's Maeve. They're pinning the girl down. It's just back and forth shoving, and now there's four Knights, and we got it out of our zone. Josie's on the ice with Jesse now. Jesse's got it right at the red line in front of the official's box, out there getting helped by Josie. Nice job, nice effort by the girls out there on that far wall. Night to night down here comes our way. Andrea gets on it. She goes down off her skates, takes a shot. It goes way wide. Jessie was coming in hot there to try and pin one of the girls. She lost her stick. All right, we've got Josie's got it. Jessie's picking up her stick. Josie's in the zone. Paige is there to pick it up. There's a rebound. Knights got to it first.
Coast to coast.
They're going all the way down. Good poke check by Harper S, which causes a offside call. Offside call on the Knights. That was a good body block and puck pass thing that Harper just blocked on. We're down to 8:13. Jesse won the faceoff, but not before the Knights picked up a rebound as they rushed the faceoff. All that clapping is the Knights as they took a shot from the top of the point and slipped it past Olive. That was a really good shot. It was about elbow height on Olive. 8:07, Knights pick up one goal, first period. Looks like we have Lemon, Az, and Ori out there. Gets back to Benish. Benish puts it forward. Ori lost the edge of her skate as pass came forward. Knights do a breakaway into our zone. Harper gets a poke check. There's a penalty. I didn't see what the penalty was. It's like Maddie Benish is in there in the box. We are on a penalty kill. Maddie Benish is in the box for 2 minutes. It was a tripping call against Maddie Benish. Knights taking a shot on the goal. Olive covered it up. Harper and Harper were out there making sure that none of the Knights got any kind of rebound or any kind of pokes on Olive. Down to 7:40. That was 14 seconds of our penalty kill. Good face-off. Maddie Lemon caught up the other girl. Harper gets it on the backside, puts it all the way down. Icing call against the Rough Riders, but that chewed. We're down 33 seconds into this 2-minute penalty kill. Looks like we have Andrea and Georgia out there now. Lemon's on point again. Knights win the face-off, gets forward. Lemon charged her, forced a bad pass. Some back and forth here on their D-to-D. Lemon's clogging up the zone. Georgia clogged up the zone. She gets up to Lemon. Lemon passes up. The Knights were right there, and they got it right back into our zone. Knights know where those open passing lanes are, and they are ruining most of our passes here. Ori gets a slap on that puck. It's down across. Whoa, that Knight is faster than Ori, which is saying a lot. Ori is fast. Knights go D-to-D and shot on goal from the blue line. Olive pulled it back in. Georgia popped the person that was in the crease up and out of the way. We're down to 55 seconds left on this penalty kill. Jesse Josie and Harper and Harper. Harper, puts it into that wall. Bar wall. Puck's back behind our net. Harper S gets to it first. She puts it all the way down the ice. No icing. It clipped one of the Knights. We're down into their zone with 35 seconds. Jesse got down there fast. Josie's over there on the far wall. Harper saves it at the blue line. They kick it all the way into the zone. That's got to be an icing call. There it is. Icing against the Knights. We have 25 seconds and a face-off in this penalty kill in the Knight zone in this first period. 6:19 on the clock left in this first period. Jesse Josie, Harper and Harper out there on the penalty kill. There's a lot of green out there. Jesse wins it. She pushes it forward. Their D picks it up. They go D-to-D. They try and put it across. Josie's in the passing lane. Jesse pushes one of the players out of the way. Harper O's on the back, getting in front. She gets a bit of a poke check. Puck is loose. 8 seconds left in this penalty kill as they come to the outside point. Shot toward goal. It hits Jesse. Gets loose. They're back with the puck again on this inside. They take a shot. It's like 10 feet away. Paige jumped on the ice. Gets to Harper S on this inside wall. She gets picked off. They do another centering pass. Harper O had the girl caught up in front of Olive. Paige is doing everything she can. Both the girls she's battling against got about 1.5 feet on her height. Most of the girls on the Knights team look like they're second-year 14s. Oh, Paige's got the puck away from their defender. Their goalie came all the way out of the crease and covered it up. 5:13 left on this clock. It's like Grayson on point. Holly, Paige, Benish, and Andrea on D. Grayson locked up the puck there for a couple seconds out front. She picks up the puck. Oh, she tries to do a wraparound. Puck gets loose. Holly gets pushed up in the boards. Grayson helps out. Knights have a lot of speed on their team. Hopefully they get tired at elevation. Andrew saves that blue line, goes once, twice, and it just gets past. Oh, she gets it again at the red line. Great recovery by Andrea. They go D-to-D on this near side. Ooh, Grayson plows behind, takes out one of the Knights players as she was skating in. Gets back to Andrea. Andrea's looking for an open pass. She kicks it all the way up. Banking. Oh, there was a D player right there in my view. Oh, puck in and out of Olive's glove. Collie went ripping in there. I think both the Knight and Collie said sorry to each other at the same time. Face off here at 4:19 in the first period. Lady Rough Riders trail by 1 goal. Lemon's doing our face off. It looks like it's Ads, Harper O, Georgia, and Ori. We're down in their zone. Ads is putting some amazing pressure. Oh, she blocks the pass. Gets over to Ori. Ori up to Lemon. Gets past Lemon as Lemon got tied up. They are skating into our zone now. Harper O's in front. They do a centering pass. Ori catches one of the glancing passes. Gets it out of the zone. They go D to D. That D player's coming in now. Takes a shot toward goal. 2.5 feet wide. Easy. Shot toward goal, whacks one of their own players. Georgia picks it up. Georgia's out of our zone. She's got one on her. She gets forechecked pretty hard. Over in that corner, Ori puts it out to Harper O in the near corner. She brings it across. She puts it down deep, hits the back of the net. Knights are on it first, but Josie and Jesse are right there. Paige is coming across to block it. Jesse does a back check, gets the puck loose from their D. We're all over them all day at this point. They don't know where to go. Girls are trying to shove us out of the way now. They're getting frustrated. Josie stops it from getting out. Oh, gets just over. Georgia stops it right there at the line. Some random falling Knights player out there at the blue line. They put it into this near wall. Harper S picks it up inside her zone. She takes it back behind Olive. She's picking up speed. We need to keep going. Oh, she gets a turnover as she was looking for an open pass, and the puck slipped off. We're right down below. You can see all the action here. Lots of kicking and stabbing with the sticks. It's back to Georgia. Georgia's gotten this inside wall. Go Georgia all the way through. She goes right in. She got pinched off. Knights get back into the zone. Jessie is on it first. She takes it back behind the net. She's got through. That is a trip all day long. Thank you, ref. Yeah, had the stick been any higher, it would have been a clothesline on Jessie. We're down to 2:09 in this first period. We've got our first power play. Looks like we're keeping Harper S out. Maddie Bench is coming out. Jessie, Josie, and Paige are staying out. Face off on this inside circle deep in the Knight zone. Jessie locks it up. One of the Knights picks it off. They put it over in the far wall. Banish is getting there. Nope, just gets past. Paige picks it up in our zone. She's taking on this inside. She's getting forechecked. She gets tripped. That is going to be a 5-on-3 now. The Knights are tripping us left and right. We've got quite an advantage here.
Come on, girls!
We need to put it up. We need a player out there. Paige skated off. Lemon's coming in. 1:46 on the clock. One Knight's in for 1:37. The other one's in for 2. Gets back to Harper. Oh, Lemon chips it forward. Jessie gets in the way. Harper stops it out of the air. Top of the center. Oh, glances off the goalie's upper part of the leg pad. It looked like the rebound was going in. Jessie and Josie get it back to Harper. Harper takes another shot right into the goalie's face mask. Jessie gets the rebound and chips it over the goalie. Very nice play by Lady Rough Riders. That power play, 3-on-5. We'll take that all the time. 1:23 left on this first period. The game is now 1-1. You couldn't hear all the screaming and yelling. Everyone was amped up for that play. Good face-off win by Jesse. Jesse to Lemon. Lemon's bringing it up and across. She buries it deep into the zone. It's back behind the net. The Knights get to it first. Josie's on her 6. Good. Josie's stick's like 12 feet long. She was able to get a stick on it. Keeps it in the zone. Shot on goal. Bounces off the leg pad. The Knights pick it up. Harper does a good forecheck. She gets the puck in our zone. She cuts back. One of the Knights tries to get in front of her. Harper's taken out of the zone. She's in their zone. Oh, she just got poke checked. She was crossing the blue line. Grayson's there. Grayson flat out shoulder checks the girl. She's angry. Gets over to Maeve on that far side. Maeve centers it. Their D is right there. Grayson tries to put some pressure on. Harper S puts some pressure on. Maeve backs her up as the puck gets into our zone. Grayson's on the back checking. Georgia picks it up. Puck is out of the zone. They put it in deep, and that is an offside call against the Knights. Just looked at the clock. We have 14.7 seconds left in this first period. We will have a face-off there right in front of Lady Rough Riders face-off dots. Lemon's doing the face-off. Adds and Maeve. Andrea tries to get over to Maeve, but it got to one of the Knights. 5 seconds. Andrea picks it up. Hold on to it, Andrea. Hold on to it. But just outside the zone. That's the end of the first period. We have a tie game, 1-1 in the first period. We'll be back in about 60 seconds.
Oh, I know. Playing some can of football. Yes, that's
I mean, the setup. It's like we're going for that 2-minute intermission there between the first and second. Ref just blew the whistle there. Here we go. We're swapping sides. Jesse, Josie, and Paige are coming out in the front line. Olive's going into her new temporary home here in the far left. Andrea and Harper O on D. Knights are just now coming out to the ice after how to not get penalty advice from their coaches. Good face-off win by Jesse. Gets back to Andrea. Andrea puts it forward to Paige. She gets picked off from behind. Gets back into her zone. Jesse's got it. She goes over to Harper O. Harper O up to Josie. Puck's got a lot of energy. Icing call against Lady Rough Riders. We'll have a face-off down in the far circle. No change in the lineup for the Rough Riders. We're down to 14:44 in the second period. Another good win by Jesse. Gets over to the D. Shot on goal. Puck is loose. Jesse's got it. I'm sorry, Olive got it. Andrea and Harper O. Looks like there's a conversation going on between Harper O and one of the players on the Knights. There's a lot of head nodding and open-handed, it's like commentary punctuation points with the hands. Grayson does the face-off, gets over to Maeve. It's like we have Harper S and Maddie Benish on D. Shot on goal, hits Olive, bounces off, and they just keep shoveling after the whistle. There is some angry Knight players. They can't be chipping at our goalie after the whistle blows. Rough Riders do not appreciate their goalie getting slashed after the whistle or before the whistle. Good face-off win by Grayson. She pushes it forward. Puck is out loose, going all the way back down that far corner. Holly gets in there. Puck is loose. Everyone's looking for it. Grayson sees it, gets in there, gets up to Maeve. Maeve gets it out. D to D. Knights, they put it over in the wings. Maddie Benish picks it up. Puck is loose back into our zone. Harper S got it. Wow, the Knights are just swinging like they're in a sword fight out there. Icing call against the Rough Riders. It's like the Knights are escalating up to very angry. One level above angry at this point. Lemon's doing our face-off ads. Harper O, Ori, and Georgia. Harper O and Georgia are our D. Puck goes forward to the Knights D. They put it back behind the net. Their forward gets it. Their D gets it. Gets caught up on Ori. Shot on goal off the leg pad. Off their D who shot from the top of the circle. Harper O gets it up and out. Ori's on it. She's got no one but their goalie in front. One on back. She's cutting across. Oh, backhanded shot off the goalie's leg pad. Puck comes all the way out. Georgia centers it in the neutral zone. Knights get it. They put it in deep. It goes dead in the corner. Georgia gets to it first. She puts it up and out. Gets to Ori. Back over to Ads as it got hit back. We're super duper offside, but that's all right. We had the momentum. And you never know when the refs need to check their glasses. We're down to 13:02 in the second period, tied up game. Oh, wait. I thought we were on this near circle. We're on the far circle. Jesse, Josie, and Paige. Maddie Benish and Andrea. Good win by Jesse. Gets back to Benish. She puts it in. Only just makes it pass back to their D. They go D to way far forward. Puck's all the way down loose. That's an icing call. We've got a face-off in that far circle. Jesse win, gets back to Josie. Josie puts it back to Jesse. Jesse, just gets past her. She had two on her. Knights go back behind their net. They're trying to put on speed. But we've got a lot of speed. Ooh, wow, she is fast. She puts it all the way down. I think we just found their superhero. Andrea gets caught up. Knights get in the way. They get puck glancing blow off the raised blocker on Olive into the above the boards on the net. Well, the face-off here at 12:24. Harper and Harper on D. Holly, Maeve, and Grayson. Grayson's doing our face-off. Good tie-up by Grayson. Maeve is on the back of one of the players. Nice job. Here's a great back check. Puck gets over to Grayson. Grayson's trying to get a pass. Harper S is picking it up. She's helping out. It's up and out. We've got Collie racing it down. It's, whoa. There's, she gets down to it. The puck gets loose. Maeve picks it up, backed up with Collie. They're back behind the Knights net. Collie picks up. She's looking for an open pass. She's got 3 Knights on her. Gets over to Harper O. Past Harper O. Harper S gets in front. Stops the puck. That is got to be an offside call, but it's not. Shot toward goal. Olive covers it up. Oof. My oof was Olive lifting her glove up before the whistle. Or right at the whistle, I should say. Have a face-off in that far circle. 11:37 on the clock. Lemon's doing our face-off. Benish, Georgia on D, Ads, and Ori for forwards. Night to night. Ori takes a puck pretty hard. She's still in the fight. She's got it. She's skating it out. She's got 1-2 on her. Boy, the Knights are... They've got a lot of really fast skaters when they can outrace Ori. Georgia picks it up just inside her zone. It's tied up right down below us. Lemon's got it. She's into the zone. She's got one in front of her and the goalie. She just goes off her skates. Puck is out of the zone. They pick it up. Georgia's picking it up. Oh, there's one player. Oh, no. Oh, their player was skidding on her knees trying to do a backhanded shot into the goal. I don't know what's happening. They thought it was a penalty. Their goalie went off the ice. She's just back into the net. Everyone was screaming. That was some crystal ball telling on the Knights. They thought it was a shot on goal by Paige. Puck is loose. Just got out of the zone. Maddie Benish gets a stick on it as they skate into our zone. Maddie Benish is in the way. She shoulder checked Maddie Benish coming in. Josie's got it. She's out. I think Josie and Grayson are the only ones that are taller than their shortest player at this point. Paige is in the zone. She's on the outside circle. Centers the pass. You hear it off the net. Oh, Jessie picked up the trash. Does a backhanded shot. Just goes wide. Boy, after this game, I'm not going to have a voice. Some high speed, lots of action, good hockey. Grayson's doing our face-off. Maeve's on this near side, Colley's outside, Andrea and Harper O on D. 9:55 in the second period, tied up game. Maeve putting some good pressure as they get down to the inside. Grayson saves it from getting back out, gets over to one of their D. Their D is taken up. Grayson's putting on some speed. They do a centering shot pass thing. It goes way wide. They got to it first, but Andrea backed her up. D takes a shot. They try and relay it in, but it goes wide. Harper O bats it to the corner. Puck gets loose again, back behind our net. They do a centering pass, and it just gets past, and it's out. They have to reset, or they're got an offside. And that's an offside. Thank you, Knights. She panicked, passed into the zone for an offside. When we're putting enough pressure on that they panic, that's what we need to do. Lemon's doing our face-off, Ads and Ori. It's like Harper S and Georgia on D. Some back and forth. The puck is loose. Harper S has got it just in her zone. Super delay. That's going to be an icing call against Rough Riders because no one touched it as it passed the red center line. We have a face-off now in our zone at 9:01 in the second period. Lemon gets that face-off, gets back to their D, back to the Knights D. Ori get in here as it goes D to D. Almost got out. Georgia tries to get it out. Len's backing up Georgia, gets over to Ori. Ori gets it out. It's back in, and that's another another offside call on the Knights. Knights kick it all the way back to Georgia. Georgia kicks it up to Ori, gets across the red line, back and forth, off Lemon's skate as the Knights pick it up. Harper S gets a great poke check, gets it up and out. Georgia picks up the puck as they push it forward. Back and forth in that corner. Knights are looking for a D pass. That was a nice pass. They glanced it off the wall. Perfect angle. They're down at our goal line, wrapping it back and forth. That looks like a play that they practice. They do a centering pass. Puck is loose. Ads gets a stick on it. Lemon's there down there helping. Harper S gets her pinned into the corner. Lemon pushes out. One of their D's saves it, takes a shot. Harper S bats it along the outside wall again. This time Ads is on it. Oh, crap. They bat the puck forward. It looked like a pass, and it got glanced off of somebody's stick and slipped past the inside edge of Olive. That was a lucky goal, but lucky goals are still a goal. That was at 7:52 at the second period. Jesse, Josie, and Paige out here on D. Andrea and Maddie Benish as the puck gets back and forth down here as they bulldoze the puck into our zone. Maddie Benish gets over to it first. She's got one on her back. Maddie Benish gets it. She puts it back wall to Paige. Paige picks it up, but it gets past her. Goes back down. Jesse picks it up this time. Oh, the center. Oh, looked like there's a centering pass right there. All right, Paige is now taking it back behind the net. We're getting pinned in. Their D comes way far forward, holds it. Paige is trying to get her stick back down in the corner. Shot toward goal, off of Olive. Puck is loose. Maddie Benish pushes it away. They take another shot as they're falling from this inside circle. Hits Olive at 7:07. Leave my stuff here. I'll be out of your way. It's like we have Grayson doing our face-off. Maeve, Holly, Harper S, and Harper O out there for D. They've got the puck back behind her net. They're looking for an opening centering pass. Puck got out. Holly puts it back behind one of the girls. She kicks it in. She's got two. Puck is up and over the net. Some angry parents on the Knight side screaming at the refs you've got to call something. But the Knights girl had a lot of momentum as she smashed into the glass. 6:47 at second. Face off here. What are we doing, Knights? One girl tried to skate off and she got shooed back onto the ice. Puck gets locked up between Grayson and the center, gets back to their D. They're looking for an open pass. They put it across the center and it works. Harper S gets on it. She picks it up at the center line. She's in their zone. She's got two in front of her. Shot on goal. Hits right off the leg pad. There's a nice quick little snap on there. Puck goes centering again. Puck is up and out. Grayson picks it up on a bad pass. Nice job, Grayson. There's a replay later. They pick it up on a pass. Upper O's in front, blocking it, shot on goal. The puck is loose. Somebody cover it up. Upper O had her hand on one of the Knights' chests, pushing her back, shaking her head no. Face off in our zone. The Knights are amped up. I don't think they're expecting this level of competition. We're playing fantastic. Knights won their last game as well as we did. Centering shot from the point. It was a terrible shot. Olive covers it up. One of the Knights was pinned in there between Olive and two of our players. We're down to 5:56 in the second period. Knights win it, but Lemon went down to her knees and she actually kicked it forward. It went back to the D. They got over to their forward, take a shot toward goal. It goes right across the crease. Puck's loose going down behind the net. Lemon wraps it around. Their D was right there. Lemon gets pushed off her skates into the wall. Ori picks it up. She's got two players on her. Their D tries to take a shot. Georgia stopped that from happening. Gets over in the far side. They try and get up to the centering point. Shot on goal from there. Georgia backs it away. Georgia gets it up and out. She backs off. They put it back into the zone as you hear one of the Knights players hit the ice hard. It's an icing call against the Rough Riders, but we'll take it. We're down to 5:02 in the second period. We're down by 1 goal. It's a 2-1 game. Looks like we have Jesse coming out to do the face-off. Andrea and Harper O for D. Josie and Paige for forwards. Some back and forth there at the point. Their center takes a shot from right point blank, and Olive was right there. Josie picked up the trash. She passes to Paige. It gets way past Paige, but the puck is all the way down into their zone. Josie's trying to cut her off. She gets a stick on it. Puck's on this inside. Paige is backing her up. Puck just gets out and past. It's down below. Andrea gets tripped from behind. So bloody blatant, it was crazy. We still have the puck. Paige is trying to get it up and out. Olive was skating off as fast as she could. She couldn't get there. Chicago players are playing like they're in the hood up in Chicago. Georgia and Harper S on D. Maeve, Jesse, and Josie out here. 2 minutes on this power play. Good lockup by Jesse. Josie tries to poke it forward. Maeve has the puck. She tries to get a shot off, but she had a player right behind her. Gets over to Harper S. Harper S up to Josie. Josie takes a shot, bounces off their goalie's pads. It's over here in this inside corner as Maeve and Jesse put some pressure on. Gets back to Georgia. Georgia puts it in center. Jesse gets knocked off her skates from behind. Their D players skating up and out. Josie's putting pressure on as they cut across. Georgia stops just on our side. She puts it in deep, right toward their goalie. Their goalie covers up. There's loose. Oh, and there's a bit of a tie-up between the Knights and Georgia's. Georgia's rushing when that goalie let go of that puck before the whistle. That was a great 46 seconds into this power play. Looks like Georgia and Harper are staying out here on D. Ori, Lemon, and Colley are out here on the front end. 3:40 left in this game. Shot by Ads, gets over to Colley. Ori gets on this inside, centering pass shot. Colley gets tied up with another Knights player. Puck gets up and out. They're across the red line. Ori's coming from behind. Great back check by Ori, and it looks like offside call. Sorry, he was pointing at one of the girls. I thought we were going in the box. 54 seconds left in this power play. Lemon catches the puck. Gets back to their D. Ori's putting on some great pressure. Gets all the way back into our zone. Georgia picks it up. She's back at our red line. She's got two on her back. Puck gets back to their D. Gets up to Colley. Colley banks it off. It's going to be an icing call against the Rough Riders at 2:58. We still have 32 seconds in this power play. It's like Andrea and Benish out here on D. Josie, Jesse, and Paige for our forwards. .258 left in this second period. Good puck win by Jesse. He goes back to Banish. Banish puts it in this near wall. Paige gets it. She gets caught up as their D-to-D pass happens. Jesse's in the way. Paige is in the way on passes. Ice is slippery. The Chicago players are slipping out. Andrea off our back wall over to Banish. Centering pass by Banish, but it gets up to Paige. She gets pinned up in this inside wall. Chicago picks it up. Jesse picks it up. Jesse's at the top of the point. She's got a shot. Oh, she backs it up to Banish. Banish has got a shot right off the bumping sound off the players. They block the shot. They take a shot from our blue line, and all of it goes wide. They get to the rebound. The puck over here on this inside wall. It goes centering. They pick it up again. Jesse's got it. Bounces off her skates. She loses an edge. Knights pick it up. Power play is over. Josie's got it. She passes it forward to Maeve. Maeve tips it. Gets back to Josie. Josie's going in. She's got back up. Shot on goal. Gets right. Boy, had there been a couple inches, that would have been in. Hit the leg pad, and they covered it up at 1:43. Looks like we have Harper and Harper on D, Maeve, Colley, and Grayson. 1:43 left in the second period. Knights win that face-off back to their D to D. D up to forwards, gets up to Harper O. Harper O does some battling. It gets out. Harper S is back here. It's like she got to it first, barely. She got pinned into the wall. Puck goes forward. They pick up the trash. Grayson puts some pressure on. Harper gets at the top of our inside circle. She's got it. She's got one in front. She passes across to Maeve, gets past her, but goes into the zone. Maeve is putting pressure on with Colley as they go D to D. Comes back all the way out. Harper S gets a chip on it. Maeve gets a piece of it. Maeve feints a push into the girl's face. That was pretty funny. Harper O gets it, puts over in that far wall. Maeve bats it forward. It's going to be an icing call. 50 seconds left on this second period. Lady Rough Riders 1, Knights 2. 49.2 seconds left. We'll have a face-off in the Rough Riders zone. It's like we have Benish and Georgia coming out. Ads, Ori, and Lemon doing their face-off. Puck gets tied up. Ads puts pressure on it. It goes back to their D. Good poke check by Maddie Benish up to Ads. Ads tries to relay it, but their D was right on her shoulder. George is putting pressure on down here on this inside circle. Some more back and forth. Gets back behind our net. They're looking for a centering pass. They've got two on the top. Another centering pass. Maddie Benish catches it before it gets to Olive. Gets over into this corner. 20 seconds left in this first period, and we are playing D. Some back and forth over in that far wall. Gets back to Georgia. Georgia, get it out of the zone. 9 seconds. She bats it forward, gets loose, centering pass. They put it back to their D. Their D is looking for a shot. Ads is putting back pressure. And they try and do a backhanded shot. It's for nothing. Paige bouncing off the wall, hits the ice. It's madness. She was hopping over the caught a skate. 15 minutes left in this game. We'll be back in about 60 seconds.
Does your watch take 3 extra?
Says we're down by 1. Probably broke.
Reminds me of me. I picture myself racing. I see myself.
Yeah, how touristy it was. I was like, it might be this way too. Yeah, me too. Did you go to the bank? We went to that. When you went
Here's our first whistle. The girls get back on the ice. Start up our third period, 15 minutes left in this game. Lady Rough Riders trail 2-1. It's like we have the Jesse, Josie, and Paige crew with Harper and Harper on D.
He's like, I'm coming. That's funny. He's like, I'm sorry. I had to go.
We're waiting for the official to get back on the clock. We have an official, so we have a clock. Puck drop. Good tie-up between Jessie. Jessie picks it up as Josie comes in. Josie's in the zone. She tries to center it. She's got one in front of her. It gets picked off of her. Paige is giving chase. Josie's there on a pass. Gets past Harper S. They're going into the zone. Harper O is trying to cut off any angle. Shot on goal. Olive swept over and caught it right in the center of her chest pad. Held on to it. We're down to 14:37 with a face-off on this near circle in our zone. Puck dropped down. Gets back to their D. Their D is trying to take a shot. Goes wide of the net. It's more back and forth. Knights put it in deep. Trying to do a centering pass. Harper gets a stick on it. Looks like I don't know if we lost some gas out there or what, but our urgency isn't quite there. All right, puck gets back behind the net. Gets back to their D at the blue line, takes a bad shot, glances off somebody. Jesse gets over to it. It's up to Paige. Paige pushes back to Jesse. Jesse ties up the player. The Knights come in there to pick it up. Harper O picks it up. She's back behind the net. She bounces off on this inside wall. Josie picks it up. Let's go, Josie. She's all the way across. She's in the zone. She got one in front of her. Passes it to Paige. Paige wasn't there quite yet. She puts it back all the way into this far wall. Benish keeps it in the zone. Grayson comes across. They just get it out. Josie picks it up. Back in, but that's an offside call against the Rough Riders. Should be right here at this face-off dot. Benish and Andrea out here on D. Lemon out here on face-off. Ori and Ads for our wings. Lemon gets it over to this inside wall. Knights get to it first. Andrea back at fourth. Gets it in and out of our zone. Ori over. They centering pass. Right, Ori, oh crap. One of the Knights takes another shot. Some back and forth in front of the crease. Olive went to one side, blocked that shot. Puck went loose on the far side, and they kicked it over and were able to get a goal at 12:57. Lady Rough Riders now trail by 2 goals. It's a 3-1 game with 12:57 left in this game. Collie and Maeve are out here for our wings. Grayson's our face-off. Benish and Andrea for our for D. Grayson kicks it forward into the Knights. Night to night. They're in our zone. They do a centering pass. They're at the top of the point. Shot toward goal. It goes wide. Olive covers it up. Maddie Benish is protecting Olive. Looks like Benish is off. George is in. And Harper O in for Andrea. Puck's loose over in that far circle. The Knights have it. May put some good pressure. Shot on goal from the top of the circle. Georgia picks up on that back wall. Grayson helps her out. She gets picked off. They do a centering shot. They do a backhanded pass. It looked like Olive had it, and it just slipped through the 5-hole. It hit the inside of her leg pad and bounced in as she was coming down. That was a great shot by the Knights.
Let's go, Knights! Do it again!
12:24 on the clock. We're now trailing by 3 goals. It's a 4-1 game. Harper O and Georgia, Jesse, Josie, and Paige out there on our front line. Jesse wins that face-off. Knights rush pass, shot on goal. Olive's got it. She passes it forward to Georgia. Georgia to Paige. Paige is trying to get out. She got it out. No icing call. Josie's long stride gets down there, puts some good back pressure. The Knights go down as she had too much speed. Josie picks it up, passes it forward to Paige, but puck didn't connect. Jesse's putting good pressure on, back to Georgia. Georgia tries to relay it forward, but the Knights just blocked it and put it back into our zone. Jesse's on it. Georgia's on it. She relays it up. Their D stops it. Back to Georgia again. Georgia's skating it out this time. She's got one on the front. She gets checked into the wall. Thank you, ref. I don't need to wear stripes to see that was a roughing. We have a power play. Harper S and Andre in on D. Adds Ori and Lemon for our forwards. Lemon wins it, gets back over to Ads. Adds to Harper S. Harper S takes a shot. There's a rebound. Oh. Ori flew in there for that rebound, and the goalie was able to pick it up. 11:29, that was 6 seconds of our power play. Let's do that again. Now we're on this near circle. Puck drop back to Ads. Ads takes a shot. Oh, glancing pass off Ori's stick toward the goalie. The goalie swipes it away. Puck's loose. They put it out and across. Harper stops the puck out of the air. We reset. She pushes it in. She's got two in front of her. Ads is there to keep it in the zone. Harper takes back the position. Ads gives chase. Ori's giving chase now back behind the net. They kick it up and out. Puck is loose. Lemon keeps it in. They kick it out and across. Harper S is chasing it down into our corner. And that's an icing call. We still have 1:16 left in this power play. It's like we're changing out the line. Grayson, Colley, Maeve, Banish, and Georgia for D. Face-off win by the Knights. They go D to D, D to D again, back on the backside of the net. Colley's putting pressure on. They get it up to the forward. Georgia saves it, keeps it in the zone, takes a shot, bounces off somebody and goes wide of the net. Maeve gets in there. She gets hooked up on the stick. No call. Georgia's got the puck. She's on that far wall. She's looking for a back pass shot. Wow, that was great. Grayson's got it. She's looking for an open pass. Put it to Banish. She puts it over to Georgia. Georgia takes a shot. Oh, Colley almost got it up and in. She takes another shot on goal. Their goalie covers it up. 10:05 left in the game. 30 seconds on the clock for this power play. Josie, Jesse, and Paige coming out for the forwards. Banish and Georgia still on D. Jesse ties up the puck. Josie swoops in there, pushes it back to that back wall. Knights pick it up. Jesse puts some pressure on it. They're trying to get a breakaway. They bounce it off the wall. Banish picks it up right below us. She does the centering pass over to Josie. Glances off. Jesse and Josie are over there. One of the Knights players screamed out and was holding the back of her head. George is right at the red line. She gets over to Paige. Paige passes forward to Josie. Josie relays it into the zone. Power play is over. We're on 5-on-5 again. Puck is loose. Gets over to Banish. Back to Paige. Paige gets back checked right in our zone. Banish puts a stick on it. Banish tries to get it up and out. Shot on goal from one of their own players, and they shot her right in the back. D to one of the forwards. Now we got a D skating into the zone solo. She does a backhanded pass, takes a shot. Georgia gets a skate on it and kicks it away. Olive is able to cover it up. 8:49 left. Lemon doing our face-off. It's like Ori, Harper O, Ads, and Harper. Some back and forth between Harper S. She got checked in the back. She went back and retaliated, but thankfully no call. It's over to Ads, gets just back into our zone. We're trying to get it out. All right, it's out. They take another shot from the blue line, hits Olive, bounces out, and she covers it up in the crease. No change-up, 8:18 on this clock. Lemon wins it, gets over to one of the Knights' wings. Shot on goal from top of the point. Puck is loose. There's a rebound. And sticks flying, and the ref tells the Knights to get out of the way as they were swinging their sticks around. in celebration. We have Maeve and Collie on this front end, Grayson doing our face-off, Benish and Andrea out here on D. Lady Rough Riders 1, Knights 5. So back and forth, Collie gets it relayed up into the zone. It's not going to be an icy call. She's on the right side of the center line. Knights get it back to Andrea. Andrea keeps it in the zone, but she had 3 on her. Vanish kicks it up and out. It's back into their zone, into the Knight zone. Grayson gets a bit of a stick on it right below us. Back to Vanish. Vanish bounces it off the wall up to Maeve. Maeve gets it over to Collie, but one of their D flew in there. Centering shot right into Olive. Oh my God. The puck got hit in twice, I think, from one of the Rough Riders. Collie ramped up to try and get the puck up and out. The player blocked and kept it in. Puck is loose on this inside wall. Collie gets a back check on the shooter, so it goes a little wide of Olive. Jesse's on the ice. She's over in the corner helping out Andrea. Jesse's taking it from behind the ice, but she gets picked off right at the inside circle. Maddie Benish is helping her out. Knights pick it up on that far wall. Maeve got a piece of that stick. Jesse gets shoved from behind right in front of our crease. Puck is loose, shot toward goal. Jesse glances off as Maddie Benish is battling down here in front of Olive. She puts it on the outside edge. Paige is on. She gets turned over right at our blue line. Maddie Benish pushes it up, hits one of their players. They take a shot. Puck is loose. And Jesse gently pushed the puck back into Olive so we could cover that up and get that particular line of Knights off the ice. Olive was getting shelled. 6:11 left in this game. Lemon's doing our face-off. Georgia and Harper O on D. Looks like Paige and Josie out there with Lemon to the front. Centering pass. Harper O kicks it out. Lemon picks it up. Lemon bounces it off the wall. It's going to be an icing call. We're down to 5:51 in this game. Same crew. Josie pushed forward as Lemon was getting pushed around there at the center point. Chicago team is pretty physical out here. Lemon picks it up. She puts it back to Harper O into our zone. Harper O passes it up on the inside wall. Their D picks it up and go D to D. They pass it centering. Lemon picks up that pass. Good turnover there. Josie's helping. Gets past. Gets back to Harper O again. Harper O bounces it off the edge of the wall. It's going to be an icing call at 5:06 left in this game. Looks like Andrea and Harper S on D. Ori, Ads, and Jesse now. Face-off win by Jesse. They take a shot. Crap. They take a shot from basically the face-off point on a rebound as there's a few poke checks, and they rip a shot. I'm pretty sure it glanced off two players, and hit the side post and went in. Looked like a pinball. It's tough to stop it. The clock is now a run clock. Clock's down at 4:30 since there is a 5-goal differential. Puck's tied up right at the point. Lemon tied up. Ads got in there. They pushed it back into their zone. They were able to kick it out. They go from a forward to forward as we're putting a ton of pressure on. Puck's back behind our net. Harper S picks it up. Gets up to Ori. Gets turnover there as the puck goes centering. Shot on goal by that centering pass. 3:58 and counting. Looks like we have Georgia, Collie Maeve, and Maddie Benish. Grayson's doing the face-off. Grayson wins that face-off, gets kicked back to their D. Their D is on this inside blue line. Some turnover. Maeve picks up. She gets picked off. Collie's got it. She takes a shot, but it hits the back of Maeve. Maeve gets knocked off her skates. Collie picks up the trash. Knights are now taking it across center ice. That is an offside call against the Knights. Clock is down to 3 minutes and countdown. It's run clock. Jesse, Josie, and Paige. Maddie Benish and Georgia still in D. Good win by Jesse. Gets back to Maddie. Maddie to Georgia. Georgia puts it out. Gets back to their D right below us. Jesse's putting on some good pressure. So is Paige. Gets back into our zone. Jesse puts on the speed. She's wrapping it around. Jesse gets over to Paige. Paige does some dangling there. She comes out of our zone. She drives it in, takes a shot right into the zone. Jesse was right there looking for that second goal. We're down to 2:15 on the clock as the Knights discuss things. There's some chuckling in the stands as one of the Knights tried to hop the wall and got hung up and fell. She's okay though. Harper and Harper on D. Knights win that faceoff. They put it over into this inside wall. Their forwards are taken out. Harper O gets a stick on. Josie gets a stick on it. Turnovers. Back into Harper O's zone. She puts it across the ice. Their backside D picks it up. Josie's trying to put pressure on, get in front of that passing lane. Nice job by Harper S. Clogged up the shooting lane. Gets a stick on the puck. Keeps the centering shot from happening. They get all the way into the crease and chip it up and off of the leg pad, up into the upper part of the net. That is goal number 7. Ori, Ads, and Lemon on this front end. Benish and Andrea on D. Both teams change out all their lines. 50 seconds left in this game. Gets over to Ads. Ads tries to get into the zone. Pass Andrea into our zone. Lemon gets in the way. Takes a shot. Looks like it hurt. We're down to 38 seconds. Puck is down in our zone. Ori's there first. Ori's get pinned against the wall. Puck is loose. Lemon's got it. Gets off her stick. They pick it up. 26 seconds. They're going into our zone. Georgia's in for Maddie Benish as she goes off. 15 seconds as Andrea is battling it out back behind our net. She passes up to Ads. Ads got 2 on her. Gets back to Georgia. Lemon and Andrea collide as everyone's going for the puck. 2 seconds. They do a centering pass. And they get a goal at the under a second left. That was a rough game. We will have game number 3 at 8 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow morning. We will stop the stream here after the good games and good jobs, and thanks to the refs. Join us tomorrow at 8 a.m. if you're awake. Thanks for watching.